Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. I've got a big announcement for you, but before I get to that, I want to take you back in time. Not literally, although that would be awesome. I want to take you back in time to September 2008. It's a Saturday night. I'm out drinking with my friend Matt Southwell. We're a bit drunk, like we were most Saturday nights back then, and he gets a text from a friend of his, Jen. She says, hey, I'm out with a couple of friends, do you want to meet up? We're a couple of lads, a few girls want to meet up for drinks. Of course the answer is yes. So we arranged to meet them at the Cock and Bull, which is a pub in town. And so we go meet them, and there's Jen, there's Sabrina, and there's, she'll hate me saying this, and she never believes me, but there's the most beautiful and stunning young woman I'd ever seen in my life, Colette. And so we're having a few drinks and chat, and it's all good, although I do make a lot of inappropriate jokes when I'm drunk and when I'm not drunk. So I don't know why I thought it was funny, but I was calling them all prostitutes, and I was threatening to pick up Colette and throw her in front of a car. Jen definitely didn't find it funny. Colette and Sabrina kind of found it funny, but they're also a bit confused and scared. I thought it was hysterical. So, for all you guys out there, me and Colette have been together 5 years now. So, if you're in the friend zone, or there's a girl you like, call her a prostitute and threaten to kill her. It might work. It worked for me. So we're having fun, sort of, and I also couldn't remember Colette's name. Every other minute I was asking what her name was, because I'd never heard the name Colette before, so it just wouldn't stay in my drunk brain. So it got to the point where I was tired of asking what her name was, and she was tired of me asking. So I went, you know what? I'm going to call you Bob. You're Bob for the rest of the night. She loved it. And, at the end of the night, I think they called it a night, and me and Matt went to a club or whatever. And so the next morning, I did what any guy does when he's met a girl that he likes. I found her on Facebook. I don't know how, because I couldn't remember her name. So I must have gone through Matt and Jen and found Colette somehow. And so I sent her a friend request. She accepted, obviously. She wanted more of that prostitute murder talk, And I sent her a message saying, hey, last night was fun, it was nice to meet you. Sorry if I was a bit of a drunk idiot, blah, blah, blah. And we have a bit of a chat, and this is where I find out she's at university in Exeter. She's still got about a year left there, so she doesn't actually live in Guernsey. She was born in Guernsey, but she doesn't currently live in Guernsey. So I was pretty bummed out, as I wanted to see her again. I really liked her. But we talk a bit, and then that slowly just fades away. And then a few months pass, and I'm in a club, and I bump into Colette. She's back on a week break or whatever. And we have a drink and a chat and a photo and stuff. And this is where I realised that I really like her, and even if she's at uni, and even if, nothing can happen, I'd like to talk to her more, I'd like to be friends, So we talk a lot, over the next few months, we start talking more and more on Facebook. At first it was like once a week, and then it was once every few days. It got to the point where we were talking, every day. And not just every day, but it was morning, afternoon, night, middle of the night, morning, We're talking a lot. And it was never flirty, we were just talking like friends, and, getting to know each other more about families and stuff. And we were having these really weird, fun, silly conversations about monkeys on the moon and Mexicans stealing all of my shoes. Not a true story. Although some shoes did go missing, so it might have been Mexicans, I don't know. But so we were just having weird conversations, and I could really be myself with her. And like I say, it wasn't flirty talk, we were still just being friends. And to be honest, I thought I was out of her league, to be honest. No, she was out of my league. Wait, I was out of her league. No, she was out of my league. I'm a good looking person, I know this. I'm not very smart, as I've already shown, but I'm good looking. And probably better looking than a lot of you. So say you're here, I'm like here, about there, and Colette's like up here. So I didn't I wasn't really sure anything could happen, you know. But over the next few months, we're talking, and it comes to the time when she's actually coming back to Guernsey to live. And so I'm getting excited, but we're still just being friends. It's never been more than that. And I remember the first time we held hands. It was a Saturday night, we were out drinking, and I'd met a friend of mine, Tim Rimmer, and he was dressed as the Joker from The Dark Knight. Good film. He looked great. He spent a lot of money on the costume, but he looked great. And he had the red lipstick, you know. And so he gave me like a Joker smile. And when I say, he literally just went, you know, and I think I had a bit on my face as well. I looked like a complete idiot. And no one told me this, and I was too drunk to realise. And I was in a club with Colette. We were trying to talk. We were on the dance floor, but we couldn't hear each other, obviously. So I said, hey, let's go outside. So I start walking towards the door, and then I realise I'm by myself. And I turn around, and there's a sea of people dancing, and there's just, you know, Colette just too shy to tell people to get out of the way, you know. So I barge through everyone, you know, bodyguard style, and I take her hand and lead her through. And it was like that kind of holding hands, you know. And she seemed happy with it, you know. She wasn't like, get off me, you weird freak of red lipstick. So that was the first time we held hands, which was very nice. And the first time we kissed, which is where, you know, our relationship basically started, we've been out drinking, a lot of drinking in this story. We like alcohol, okay? Who doesn't? So Saturday night, we've been out drinking, and we're down by the lighthouse. There's a lighthouse in the town area in Guernsey. And so we've been out drinking, and we're in a phone box, which is the most romantic of all places. And we're looking up like funny names in the phone book, and we're talking about prank phone calling someone or something. I don't really remember. It's a bit hazy. This was like 5 years ago. But we've been holding hands this night, like properly. And I remember the way she was looking at me with a big smile, and I thought, I'm going for it. And so we kissed, and it was the happiest moment of my life at that point. It was a good kiss. I'm a good kisser, and so is she. And I still remember the way she looked and her smile when, you know. I went home that night, and it was home alone, unfortunately. But it was I was so happy. I was grinning ear to ear. You know, I couldn't believe like we kissed. It was amazing. And so for the next 6 weeks or so, we were acting like a couple, but without saying it to each other or telling anyone else. You know, it wasn't official. You know, I remember our first date was on the 4th of July. We went to see the Oscar-worthy classic Year One, starring Jack Black. You know, when he's a caveman. Terrible movie, but you know, it was our first date, so we really enjoyed it. And in fact, when that came out on DVD, we saw each other that Monday, the day it came out, and we both said, hey, we've got a present for you. I bought her Year One on DVD, and she bought me Year One on DVD. Now we live together, we got rid of one of the copies, because one is more than enough for that movie. But yes, that was our first date. But yes, for 6 weeks, we were basically a couple without actually saying it. And so we get to the 15th of August, 2009. Out drinking. At the end of the night, just me and Colette, we're down by the lighthouse. And this is where we're both being very nervous and shy about it. But this is where we both say, I love you, to each other. Oh, this is quite soppy, isn't it? There's some guys watching now going, Jesus Christ, this is so gay. I'm sorry, okay? This is the video. Stop watching if you don't like romance and my happiness. But yeah, we say I love you. And this is the beginning of our relationship. And this was about 2 in the morning or so. So it's the 16th of August now. And the next 5 years have passed. They've been amazing. Like any couple, we've had our ups and downs in that, of course. But it's been the best 5 years of my life. Last November, we started living together. And it's just been amazing. I never thought I'd be this happy. And so, I'm filming this on a Tuesday. I think today's the 19th of August. Probably should have checked before I started filming. But so Friday night was the 15th of August. and 16th being our 5-year anniversary. And so we went out for a nice meal, some cocktails, had a good time, and we waited until about 2 in the morning. Well, I waited to about 2 in the morning. We went down by the lighthouse where we first said I love you, became a couple, and I asked her to marry me. And obviously she said yes. So we are now engaged. I'm pretty happy and excited. I got her a great ring, which I've been looking for a very long time. It fit, which was a big worry of mine. I got down on one knee, I had my speech, I did it all old school, And yeah, the whole night went completely to plan, and she said yes, which was the main thing. So yeah, we got engaged on our 5-year anniversary, pretty much to the hour, which I think is pretty cool, and I'm very happy with that. But and the next day, so our very first day together as an engaged couple, we went to, there's a little island near Guernsey called Herm. It's a tiny island, it's just a few beaches and a pub and a hotel. And there's not much to do there. You would just go there to relax and have a few drinks. But we went there as our very first day together back in 2009 was in Herm. So we took a few photos, recreated a few photos from then and what have you. But so I'm engaged. That's the big news, that's the big announcement. I'm very happy. We're hoping to get married next year, but we are also saving for a house, so we'll see. It's all pretty expensive, but life's good. Life's very good for me right now. But that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, one final thing before I go. I will be showing photos during this video, as you've now seen, but Colette's very shy, and unless I can talk her into it, I'm going to have to cut her face out of the photos or something, or I might replace her face with someone else's really good looking face. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but that's why Colette's not actually seen in this video, because she's quite shy and doesn't want to be seen. Well, if you want to see what she looks like, just find me on Facebook, there's some photos. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I'm very happy, I hope you're well, and I'll see you next Thursday. Take care.